Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome to the Aniyah Incursion map guide to help you unlock Damascus faster. Now, just as a quick disclaimer, this is basically a smaller version where they took portions of the ground war map and just cut a lot of the areas off that you used to be able to go to just to make this a good 6v6 map. Now, if you are a ground war player and have played the original Aniyah Palace plenty of times, this guide won't really help you in that sense, but it might shine some light on some easier ways, not only in Aniyah Palace to get camos, but in Aniyah Incursion. After a few hours in game sessions with this map, I have kind of learned really quickly a lot of the strategies and areas people go to unlock Damascus extremely quickly, myself included, doing the SKS and the Renetti Gold. Surprisingly, the amount of people that have never played Aniyah Palace because they don't play 10v10, they don't play Ground War, or they've never played Ground War Infection is actually really high. So for those that have never played on Aniyah Palace and don't really know the ins and outs of Aniyah Incursion yet, this is the video for you. I'm going to go through everything you need to know to unlock Damascus. So camo challenges for the assault rifles and every other class of gun like Longshots, headshots, mounted kills, crouch kills, hip fire kills, and even in depth with the launchers and the melee weapons, just so it's that much better for you. I will also have timestamps on screen. Let's get into it. So I spawned on the right side of the map originally, and it's basically the E flag side. So E flag is right there, and if you run to that gas station tire shop thing right there, that's going to be the D flag for Ground War. Now running through here, this is on our way originally to the C flag, which has turned into the B flag building for domination, and then your home base flag will be in this courtyard as well. That's if you're a domination player. If you're a TDM or headquarters players, obviously this map is going to play a lot different for you. What I like to do at the start of the game is run the exact path I'm running now. Even if I'm on the opposite side of the spawn, I will still run through this tunnel and get into the enemy side of the map and push through. And there's basically on both sides only a few ways the enemy team can push through, so it's very easy to watch. However, if the enemy team tries flanking outside, you might have one or two extra angles to worry about, but if not, then you can push straight through. And what I'll do is, if no one's in like the foyer of each side of spawn, I will push up through the staircase, kill anyone in the staircase, and then kind of run up to the B flag area and just play the rest of the game by holding power positions and trying to spawn trap and do all that type of stuff. Let's just go to the enemy's spawn, or the left side of the spawn if you pull up the mini-map. This side is a lot bigger, and of course you can push more ways if you're on this side. You can even spawn and push to the right, which I call the short side. So for video's sake, this bottom lane right here is going to be short side, the middle is going to be B flag, and then the top is going to be long side, just for context when I'm talking about everything else. Talking about headshots and kills, those are going to be straightforward. You can get kills and headshots anywhere on this map as long as you're confident with the gun you're using. There's not really any tips I can give you in that sense. With that being said, I want to pull up the sniper now and focus on long shots and mounted kills, since I like to combine the two. Usually while doing long shots, I will mount up just to strike two birds with one stone. What I'll do is I'll come to this house if my team's spawning on this side, and you can get sniper long shots basically anywhere you'll see enemies come from, and it's vice versa. If you're where I'm scoping in right now with the sniper, just snipe at everyone in this building or anyone running in the courtyard. You can even get sniper long shots by sitting here and killing people that run through the base floor of the palace. And of course, in this little area of the map on the long side, there is so many areas you can mount. You can mount on any of the sea cans and any of the debris and bulletproof barriers in this long side. You can even jump up on top to the sea cans and just mount into the enemy spawn depending on which side they're spawning. It's really easy to get mounting kills on this map. With Season 3 maps, really, mounting kills aren't a struggle, and I think people have figured out mounting enough where it's not a huge challenge anymore. But for long shots, I like to stay on the long side of the map just because it's wide open. You can get long shots with every variety of weapons super easily. I did forget to mention at the beginning of this game, there's these barriers with like the no-go signs. Every time you try to pass one, you have to return to the combat area or you die. This is just their way of saying, hey, this is Aniyah Palace, but you can't go to the other places that you normally used to, just to keep it a 6v6 sized map. Now going to the close quarters challenges like crouch kills. Technically you can do crouch long as well, but crouch kills, hipfire kills, and point blank kills I will all do on the inside of the Aniyah Palace or the B flag building in Ground War for those Ground War players. The B flag will be right here if you are playing domination. So there will always be tons of people upstairs. And based on where my bullets are hitting, you can kind of see that it is extremely easy to hit hipfire kills up here. And even if they're down below, hitting hipfire kills is super easy. Pair that with crouch and your hipfire spread becomes even more accurate. Even across, if they're in the same building or in the next doorway over, you can get some easy kills, especially if it's hardcore. You can also do some mounting kills, and with pistols and submachine guns, you can get the rare long shot in here as well. Also, on the short side of the map, so not the B lane, not the long lane, but the short lane, which is at the very bottom if you pull up the mini map, which is where I'm going to now, there is so much small areas to do point blanks. Anyone running through these buildings that runs through the door while you're standing here is going to be a long shot. That's pretty easy to do. Also, you can do some mounting kills everywhere around here, and once again you can get your pistols and submachine guns easy long shots. Unfortunately, snipers, it's not long enough to get some long shots in there as well. Let's go to the launchers and the melee weapons now. Actually, I just can run out of the map. We're going to talk about the melees first, and I'm going to stick away from the long lane as much as possible just because of how open it is. You can cover these hallways on both sides very easily, same with the staircases, but once you get into the middle here, unless the enemies are stunned or there isn't a lot of them, getting a bunch of melee kills is going to be a little bit hard. Same with your 3 kills without dying with melee weapons, it's going to be a little bit hard, but in the staircases you'll get lots of kills, especially if you flank the enemy staircase and all the enemies aiming outside of their windows, or I guess their archways, trying to get long shot kills are easy targets if you get them from behind, especially with those execution kills. I also will stick away from the B flag unless I'm trying to capture it, because if you're sitting here and enemies come from that door, they can kill you, and if you're watching this door, anyone from behind, vice versa. If you're on these archways that enter the B flag, anything from behind will kill you as well. And that is why, let me get to it here, I stick on the short side of the map. Because it's so close quarters and there's lots of these little sheds here, it's super easy to actually get those kills, especially 3 without dying. Anyone that comes through that door, they're dead, right? Even with the tactical knife. And chances are, if you kill someone with the knife, riot shield, they're going to come back for revenge because they're going to see it as an easy kill. So you just move buildings. If you have headsets on, you can hear their footsteps, stun them, get all kills that way. Even this little doorway right here that will lead to the inside of the palace, very good way to get melee kills. Every challenge, if they're crouched kills, 3 kills without dying, kills within the smoke grenade radius, you can do them all extremely easily on the short side of the map. You also can do the launchers on this side of the map. However, I tend to do them in the middle by B just because it's close quarters and there is still lots of walls to use as backboards for explosives. So say someone's running through there, but I'm not that accurate. Of course, you can't lock onto them with the Joker because it's a Joker. But if you had an RPG, a Strehlow, or a Pila, anyone running through, you could just kill super easily. Anyone below doesn't really have a chance to react, and anyone trying to capture an objective is easy targets that way. For the Joker, I will only stick to the long portion of the map, just because you can lock on to most places on the long side super easily. The only thing I recommend not doing with the Joker is trying to kill people in the archways, kind of right here, because when we lock in to people, say there's someone camping on the stairs right there and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a sneaky kill because the rocket's gonna arc and actually go in the window. Unfortunately, it will just land on the roof and you won't get any hit markers or kills that way. That's my guide for Aniyah Incursion. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope this did help as well. In the description of this video, I will have the other 2 maps, Backlot and Hovex Sawmill, which were the other 2 DLC maps for Season 3. Those will be down below if you didn't know. I already uploaded those. In the description, also, there's a Discord link so you guys can join and play with me and the boys when we're doing game nights and whatnot. Also, leave a like if you did enjoy, dislike if you didn't. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future in the comments down below. Subscribe for more videos, and if there is one, I will see you in the next one. Peace.